you're sitting, you can't mess your posture, come back in the evening and try to put it back. Because damage, whatever the injury, damage is done already. Then you can't set it right. So learn, get your job, sit, work, but sit in such a way that you don't suffer.
So your advice to this girl, assuming she had come to you just before she took up this impossible project, what would it have been?
I would have told her, right now you're not ready to take it up because you don't know how to manage your body. Don't go through this because it can cause you damage which is irreversible. I would have said, or take it up, share it with some 4-5 people,
6 months
share
from now.
it, divide and rule. Give it to others, share it. Don't do this. Get enough sleep, get enough rest, drink enough fluids. At least do the bodily things which are right. But I would have said, avoid this right now. You're not ready for taking up this. You don't need to. You are an IIT, IIM. You'll have a lot more projects coming. This is not the time to take up this without this knowledge.
So it was a matter of being over-ambitious.
Over-ambitious, not knowing, over-ambitious, not knowing your ability. See, Rami, you drive a Maruti car. You can't say now I can ride the bullet train.
Yeah.
Just because I know to drive. Driving bullet train and driving a Maruti car are not the same. You can't just go and say, you can.
Although both of them may have steering wheels, but it's not the same thing.
The aircraft also has a joystick.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm driving Maruti car and drive aircraft. I'll take a fighter. You can't. For example, even our what we call as a menial job, our cranes and this JCBs, big ones not. That's an ordinary guy driver, but actually he's even a guy who can drive a Mercedes, the latest Mercedes, or a guy who can drive a Lamborghini, or even a Grand Prix driver will not be able to drive a JCB.
Because it calls for other skills.
Calls for special skills. So you should not be in a hurry to say, I know, I'll go and drive that. What you do is the JCB, you bang it against the wall and bring your house down instead of putting something else in place. So this maturity for body is through, for me it is through Tai Chi training. This is body maturity. Like how this is an external maturity. You can't think, I can handle the stress. Who are you to decide that? Your body, do you know your body that well? How do you know? Have you spent in your life, if you're 30 and IIM, IIT and everything else, are you telling me that if you're lived in your life, let us say you've been alive for 50,000 hours, are you telling me that in that 50,000 hours, you had the ability and awareness to spend 50,000 inside, mind, taking care mindfully and living outside and doing your job? Or are you saying, at least did you do 25,000 hours inside and 25,000? Are you sure about that? I'll tell you why it won't happen. You take your car and you're driving from your home to your office. You'll be talking to your people, your manager, your boss or your junior, giving instructions. You would have reached your office, you don't even know how you're gone there. Gears will be changing, you'll be handling the traffic, you'll not even know what you're doing. But so you're not mindful. You don't know whether there is a cockroach on this road that you drove over. You don't know there's a rat that you drove over. You don't know if there's somebody wanting water. You don't look at a beautiful tree that you don't even notice anything when you're passing. You don't look and say, wow, look at this beautiful tree and feel that sense of that beauty within you, to improve your internal connect to nature. Nothing you know, you reached it. So your whole day goes this way, you're not aware of anything. So you can't say, I know my body. It's not about saying, I know. You can't know. You have to study it. Even doctors can't understand this.
I mean, they have
because they are also having the same problem.
Same problems.
Doctors also have same issues, obesity problems, anger issues, stress issues. They also have the same issues. They have all these problems because knowing where the heart exists or where this position or how the blood flows, what are the mechanics, it doesn't mean anything. It's like saying, it's like a Marine, a US Marine who has learnt all the trades of war and they parachute. For example, in Vietnam, there's a movie they said that a first lieutenant's lifespan in Vietnam during the war was I don't remember exactly. It's either 7 hours or something like that. That was the lifespan of a first lieutenant in Vietnam. When he drops, that means in 7 hours he's dead. So all that he's practiced in the army school.
It's not coming to any use.
What is that? Fort I forgot much is that place? That for where where the military school is, US military, famous military school. So he is a Marine. He has learned to shoot everything. He lands, a bullet hits him, and he's dead. Great warriors are those who have survived a million wars.
Because somebody there knows what hardship is. Somebody knows.
That's why the captains and majors and colonels have relied more on these warrant officers and others who are the sergeants, the corporals, because they are the ones in the front handling real combat morning till night. So they know when the sound of the missile, they will duck and say go down now, and they know when to stand up. Where an officer might not even know the missile sound and he'll be dead before he knows. You can't say I know by studying it. You need to practice it.
That Vietnam War radio operations was 5-second life expectancy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the second mutiny it was under 4 days.
So under 4 days for the second witness life.
Don't survive more than 4 days.
4 days. So imagine. So I'll tell you one other thing. So now when you talk of, so you've done your flying school. You're now done everything, got your license. But the best airline wants you to have 10,000 hours behind you. It's not that you have a license. You need to have the experience behind you. Right?
I mean, same.
You finish your engineering. Let's say you finish your engineering and you do civil engineering. You mean to say tomorrow they'll give you the biggest project in the world? No. They'll give a man who is a professional. Like a lawyer. You hire a senior counsel with great experience.
Even in the newsroom that happens. You might be brilliant, but you might get the best marks in school, journalism school, but they won't put you in charge.
Why? Because there are a million more things that you have to understand. Reporting has got a billion more things. You're talking about ethics. You're thinking about what's right and wrong. You're also thinking about balance. What is, even if it's right, can we publish or not? You have to know that. It may be the right thing, but maybe by publishing you will cause more damage than sometimes you can't even tell the truth. You can't be clinical and say this is truth. I'll say no. It may not work. It may rain fire all over the country if I have. So balance, only experience. So you can't say I've studied, I know body, I'm a doctor, I've done MBBS. Don't tell me no. You're as you're an MBBS is as only difference is you know what is. That's all. But believe me, it means nothing. It's not. The journey is by training. So, and you should train an art which is meant for knowing this. And this is how, so when you are trained, and if you can do this properly and develop this awareness and imbibe this, then your health will be at its best compared to any other way. Because you're maintaining your health by your effort, by channelizing this force, by channelizing this battery, and not depending on. So if you don't do this, then your life, the battery switches off. You come and start putting distilled water, then they'll take it out for repair, then they'll take this for servicing, battery servicing, then they say this battery has to be replaced. That's what happens. Replace your heart, replace lung, replace kidneys, then go to doctors for medicine. This is the problem.
So, if we look at medical science, of course, we will make sure that there is nothing.
No, I understand.
This is to understand.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, medical science, there are many great things about it. Meaning the way penicillin, for example, it can handle so many ailments in the body. So many, whatever is caused by germs, for example, it can handle. Amoxicillin is some form of penicillin, and it's lasted us maybe 100 years or more. So many marvelous things have happened in medical science since but medical science is placing a lot of emphasis on diagnosis, meaning to go and understand, developing the tools to understand what is happening in every part of the body. So these are becoming more and more sophisticated. For example, diabetes, they used to get a test once in so many months. Now you have a continuous monitoring device.
Correct.
So everything, people are able to look at data, look at statistics. Doctors are able to look at things, with the kind of clarity that was impossible maybe,
Correct.
in the past. So this kind of these advances, for example, in medical science, why are they not resulting in better health? I mean, logically, I'll tell you. If I know why it is happening, I should know how to fix it, right?
So I'll tell you why it's not resulting in better health. This this data is, are you getting sick? Do you have a problem? Why do you have a problem? What is happening with your heart? Why is this going wrong? It's only meant for finding out when things go wrong. But it's not meant for stopping things going wrong. So for example, your data will say, as of today, you are in perfect condition. But your diabetes can start tomorrow morning. That's all it can do. It cannot stop you from getting
it should teach the doctors what to do, how to fix it, right? I mean, if I know that there's going to be a leak here, I will quickly make sure that there's as a mechanic.
The problem is in the body, it doesn't work so easily. That means if something is, until something is wrong, they don't know what is going on.
That's one really big problem.
They don't know what is going wrong until if you don't have a fever, they will say, you're fine.
You're fine, yeah.
But I have known many cases when somebody has not had a fever, they've had some other major problem that they have not understood because they are not able to. They can't diagnose. Their diagnosis ends with only what they know. Now, if you tell them, I'm feeling terrible, they don't know what it means. How do they have? They don't have any instrument to say, why are you feeling? What's happening to you? I know when people say, I don't know, I'm feeling cold, I'm restless, I'm this, I'm that, something. They have so many feelings. They don't know how to diagnose feelings. Maybe those feelings are actually cause of something happening in the body. You're feeling restless because probably your stomach your heart is not functioning well. Probably your lungs are not functioning well. Probably something is happening inside the body. You don't know. They don't have any instruments for that. And their diagnosis starts only when something goes wrong. Now, but you must remember something, Rami. When the diabetes happened, that means the mess has completely happened when it has reached the top now.
Yeah.
Now there is no.
It probably has 20 years history.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Before it actually manifests as diabetes.
And the doctors don't have time to handle healthy people, and healthy people don't have time to care about themselves because there's nothing to say. So the point is, the responsibility is, this is a dual responsibility. Doctors have no time for healthy people. So why will they want to? And healthy people don't have time for doctors. So as you think you're healthy, you keep going. The moment something goes wrong, so the point is, from the beginning, you should not get to the state where you need to go to the doctors in my opinion. By the time you go to the doctor, means it's already in a mess. So that is the biggest problem. See, your body is like your home, Rami. So you have doctors now who give you great medicines. That is like a leak in the tap. You put it in order. There's a small crack somewhere. The guy comes and cements it. Sun is coming through. You put a sunscreen, or a screen there to protect you. But the house has to be built on strong foundation. You should depend on doctors for these small things, for these adjustments, pulling up the screen, some knob breaks. That is what. But you can't build the house on the doctor. The doctor is not building your life.
He is only somebody.
Not building your construction.
He's a handyman. He's a repair guy.
So you must take care of the leak when it starts. Any small problem. But my point is, you don't even know when a small problem. You leave it always when the problem becomes a real issue. You can't realize when the problem is small. You only know when the leak. But the leak before that means the bearing has gone. The tap, something has become loose. The faucet is gone. Now by the time you know, it's already, now it has to be opened up to repair. You are not done it at the right time. So with the body. When the time comes, your heart is already, it has to be opened up now and they have to do angioplasty, angiogram and everything. You wait for that. So prevention is the only way to be healthy. And to prevention is not eating right, working the whole day and going 1 hour training in the evening. Prevention is the ability, the only way one can prevent is, how do you prevent a war? So once, don't walk up and down, come this side, or go that side. These people are there, don't walk up and down. So see, prevention. Don't, so I'm saying, see, awareness.
He might collapse with the waiter.
Up and down, and those guys will be staring right next to us, and they look like this, local, so prevention. Cure we don't know. So prevention is the most important thing for good health. And prevention is not going 1 hour to the gym thinking it's all done. You don't know what is done. If you go to the gym, You're working on some muscles. You don't know what else is weak. It's not working on the body. You're working on shape and size of your limbs. Your diet also. You want to diet best because you want to lose fat. It's tummy fat, to look better, to wear your clothes better. You're not burning the fat saying, oh, this fat is not good for my health. You don't think that way. It's more, what do you say? External. It's all about looks nowadays. So it's for the wrong reasons. Models becoming anorexic because for wrong reasons. It's not at all healthy to do. The body needs X amount of food, X amount. You can't lose all that for sake of some wrong reason. So prevention is, first of all, to prevent, Rami, you must know how to prevent. So without proper training, there is no prevention. Prevention is not just saying, okay, from now I eat correctly, I'll go to office, I'll drink water, and I'll go 1 hour training. But the amount of postural problem that you have caused yourself, the stress that you're taking, will not match up to the exercise. Training should happen at work, during work, and not after work.
That's a very important point.
Training always should happen. Meditation, joint training, ligament, bone training, to avoid, for example, to avoid arthritis, to avoid spondylosis, to avoid RSI. The training is whilst you're working and not after you go back and then you do finger exercise. No. Prevention has to happen during. So you must be aware how to do, how to sit, how to use your shoulders, how to use your eyes, how to stay away, how to keep what's the distance to stay away, how to feel. This is the journey. The journey is to know now, not later. You don't go back in the evening and put it in order. Not possible. You put it in order. You should keep it in order, not put it in order.
So I think this is largely about how to be healthy, how to maintain health,
Yes.
how to anticipate problems, how not to get into a situation which leads to poor health.
Absolutely.
This is one part, Sensei. Now I think vast majority of people, and these are the people Happiest Health is trying to address, have some form or the other of illness.
Correct.
Medically speaking, spiritually speaking, but let's focus on the physical aspects inside. Now, everybody, there are many things that are considered incurable by medical science, and there are many things for which they offer management rather than a cure.
Correct.
Medical science talks about managing this condition rather than a cure. And there are many conditions whose link with the mind, medical science as it exists today, may not understand. So this is where I think Happiest Health is coming from. How do we make things better for somebody who already has an illness? I mean, it could be a small illness, a big illness. What does a person with a small illness do? I mean, it could just be something that somebody is born with, congenital. It could be something that one has acquired over the years.
Thyroid.
Yeah, like thyroid, hypothyroidism.
So let's talk about like whatever it may be. It doesn't matter what. Let's say it's mental illness, let it be physical illness, let it be something to do with some functioning of the organ, whatever, maybe metabolic rate. So the way to address this, whether it is mind, body, soul, spirit, whatever it may be, is come, sweetheart, no more. Come. Sit. You have not met her. This is Aven. This is Rami.
Hi. Nice
Rami is a very old student of the dojo. You don't see him in class because he works late every night, so he sleeps in mornings. It becomes difficult for him. You know the tall person who comes to the dojo, Shankar. You see a very tall man, little big build, tall. He is the chief editor of paper, and Rami is the associate editor of Deccan Health. Deccan Health, one of the most prominent newspapers.
I think even they wrote some content for us.
They've interned with us.
Yeah.
Of course.
Correct. Now you
This is
know.
Murli Khan's daughter.
Oh, then I met you. I mean, we used to come and
Please go to his house now.
scream and shout our songs.
And then, she would have seen you there.
You
she
must
wouldn't
have heard
remember.
us, even if you haven't seen us.
She would have heard you in the room at least.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. I think your elder sister, Kirtana, right?
Yeah,
Kirtana,
yeah.
yeah. Of
You know
course.
what's the difference of age? 1 minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
They're twins.
Oh, I see.
It's 1 minute.
I think yeah. She used to come back from tennis
One
when we were
walked
practicing.
walked down, and this one started coming out.
Oh, nice.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, Ram. So,
Yeah.
get us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Come.
You want to take your wallet and
Yeah, I got this time.
I
pay?
also,
Yeah.
huh?
I
You're
also
no shame.
one more question.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
change.
To ask, it's
You'll
relevant.
always be like this.
Since I mentioned
Fuck
that
you, man.
we don't know what our stomach wants.
Since it is
Also,
anything.
there are so many
I just had. When I sit with you later with your work, then I'll have one more coffee later.
What may suit me doesn't suit you.
Very, very cute.
So how do you know what
You always do.
Individual.
Exactly. And how do you know that this is what one should eat and one should not eat? For example, rice. Nowadays, white rice is saying is not good for this, it's not good for that.
It's really got a bad press now.
But a lot of people eat only white rice and it's absolutely
Go, and come.
No, I want to just
Oh, for this.
The diet, we'll ask about diet and
Diet,
eating.
we'll ask.
Yeah.
So, how do we make? So now, this is the body. We have a
Okay.
here. So, what do? You need to slowly. The doctors know work here. The doctor will try to go and say, "Ishte agodidu." Somehow will push it out like this, but it will be. Idan madakagala. What I am saying is that you need to this cup. You need to from inside the cup. You keep slowly working on the whole cup, slowly regenerating this cup, and finally
At some point, it will be whole again.
whole again. To work towards it, like a potter. You patch it and start working. You don't patch and leave it there. What the doctor will do is patch and leave it there.
And I think that's also because the doctor has limited time with
He
you.
has no time. He doesn't care that much because for him, this pottery, he's got a shop full of pottery. If every customer, if he spends half a day explaining how beautiful the pottery is, he'll sell only one.
Yeah.
He wants neerga, sir. You want comfort. You want a pot. You want a pot for water. Sir, these two are good. You take. I'll come back 1 minute. Madam, you want something for rice? You, sir, 1 minute. I'll come. Sweets, no, madam. He wants to.
Yeah, is it always like that,
It's
Chichai,
also-
or is
not
it
now.
is
I
it
think the new generation.
modern day
Not.
problems?
I remember in the olden days when say when I was 5 years old, when we used to go to a clinic, we used to get fed up because if 10 people are there, the doctor will talk to each one for half an hour. He'll start off, ಏನಮ್ಮ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾರೆಲ್ಲ how's everybody at home, so what happened to your grandfather, how is he, your uncle, he used to come, I used to meet him to have idli dosa with him those days. He used to come, he'll talk to you, make you comfortable, then he'll say illama ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ ಕೂತ್ಕೋ talk, and he'll make you feel as if you're his family. Today, if you ask a doctor a question, they'll say no time, answer and go. I know it's totally changed. It's now multi-million-dollar business. I think at one time, doctors were trying to do something for lives of people. The Hippocratical oath, as they say, was different. Today they don't have time. They're larger than life.
And I think they're also
Dependent
driven
people.
by marketing.
They're
forces
marketing
now.
driven process, and so that's all you will get for that service. That's all you will.
It's also
Unless
part
you're
of
very
our modern day problems.
Modern day problem.
Because
Yeah.
we
Yes,
don't
yes.
understand many things. We just concentrate on targets. We concentrate on the bottom line.
Let's just go back 1 second. My grandfather, he lived to be 100, I think, and he used to eat correctly, proper rices, vegetable, whatever.
Greens,
and
I think in those days.
greens, and then palak tinoro. Plus, they used to hardly watch one half an hour TV. They used to walk every day all the way to shopping. Even when he was 95, he used to go and buy everything from Baswangudi and come. Ratri, walk. He'll walk 5 kilometers to buy the vegetables, come back. Iga ella Swiggy, ಏನು ತರಲ್ಲ. We won't even, if you want we want ಒಂದು ಪಿನ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ವಿಗ್ಗಿನೂ
Zepto.
Zepto, Amazon.
My nieces use it a lot.
And
Zepto.
Now, I would, if I'm watching movie or TV or something, I'd stand every 5 minutes. ಇವಾಗ ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಟಿ ವಿ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮನೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಎದ್ದೇಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Don't even have to do this.
If he can even get the food directly by some gadget, burger in my hand, next to Swiggy ಬಂದು ತಿನ್ನಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. I'm sure a day will come, there will be special order Swiggy where you'll ask for pizza and you're watching TV, and or you're busy and you're watching TV and you're working on your computer, the guy will come and feed you pizza. So that will have extra charge, of course. Then he'll feed you ice cream. You won't get up from the bed. I'm sure they'll soon get a pan also. You want to go to the loo because you want to get up and go to the loo. They'll get a pan and there'll be some special order. That will be called Twiggy or whatever. Some Twiggy guy will come and, get the pan to you and you go to the loo and then because they don't want to move. They don't want to get up and move. They become completely couch potatoes, right? Lifestyle has changed.
So
Posture.
this is very true since I observe it in office. There we are on the second floor.
Correct.
I think you didn't come to the building at the back.
Back bunk.
So you enter, you go past that area,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
2 floors inside.
Correct.
Nobody takes the stairs.
No, only lift.
They're all, even intern level
They won't.
people, they just take the lift.
They won't.
It's become some kind of
They
a
never
block.
take.
I mean, when you see stairs, your natural instinct should be to take the stairs.
Yeah.
These guys, they won't. Not only the stairs. You see evenings, you see the clothes. You go. It's all. Everybody is encouraged to drink more, party more. Everything is about partying, drinking. Everything to ruin your health, and then go build body. External life. So it's the size of the T-shirt, but what about inside? Nobody cares.
So people have become aware of how to look good,
Look healthy.
but they aren't doing
Not
what
doing
it
what
takes
it takes to be healthy.
healthy inside.
They're only looking healthy.
I think
Because
that is
they
a
like-
crucial point. I think we should make sense.
Then people are now looking healthy, not being healthy. So girls fast because they want to wear those kind of clothes. They want to look, they want to look lean. They want to look, they want to
Post
have this
pictures on
hourglass
Instagram.
figures. Yeah, Instagram. They want,
Instagram.
and if you notice, so because of that, they're looking good. But because of the lifestyle, by 25, they have got blood pressure, diabetes. By 30, they have those lines, anger lines, sleeplessness. They don't sleep enough, anger lines, drinking because of the line. Then there are a lot of, now if you notice something, once upon a time, beautiful was actually beautiful. I mean, I'm not talking of externally, I'm just saying, beautiful was beautiful. Today it's called makeover. They change everything to anything. They can make anything look anything. So they don't care about how they look. So I'll tell you what, this I'm referring to one particular thing. So they have these, I don't know what they call it for the women. They wear
Yeah,
those,
corset.
corsets. Once upon a time the corset was, they used to wear because to keep their waist 18. Today they're obese. And then they wear a corset to have look like they have a lovely figure. They go home and remove it and it's out. So, yeah. And then
Or
it's
body shape.
body shape. Now this is what it's doing. The corset is forcing their lungs, not everything inside. So the same thing, balloon in a bucket. So everything is.
But that's a huge health risk, right?
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
even the clothes
like-
now you get, those tight pants, they come with tummy tuckers.
Yeah.
So at your waist, it's tight. So it keeps your tummy inside. And
It's
gives
like
an
tying
illusion
yourself
of-
up, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then what's happening is your organs are not flowing free. Your chi is not flowing. Imagine a petrol pipe, you squeeze it and keep. It won't pass through. It's the same
that's
thing.
again lack of awareness, lack of knowledge about how the body works.
No, it's not about lack of awareness or consciousness. The consciousness now is so external that they just want that they're not worried about what happens. And when things go wrong, so I always tell people, good health is not about insurance policies. So now good health is what? I have diamond policy, platinum policy. I have policy where doctor at call policy. No, you don't need a policy. That is good health. When you feel you don't need a policy, by and large, I'm saying. So, good health is about trying to find the doctor within and not the doctor who is external.
Yes. So this is about
You're writing a book on that. We are writing a book on that.
Oh,
So this
okay.
is we are discussing how chapter by chapter.
Okay.